on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now they go play action with Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Powell throwing on third down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. 2nd and 8 coming up. Powell down to throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Powell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on second down. Howell, quick slant to Brown. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Howell will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dyami Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that one caught downfield by Pascal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Jack Stoll. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. On first down, right back to Gibson. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. On first and 10, it's Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the jump.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run it, Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Ready.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Stoll with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 73 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Powell. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Gibson is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Howell back to pass. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last one.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts. Finding Watkins. Oh, a nice spin. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 18, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Powell to throw. Pass complete. Thomas. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Howell. And Dotson, he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Howell now to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there.